Hi, I'm Becky Sunshine from Becky's Homestead, and I'm going to give you a little homestead tour and show you what I got going on here. Let's go. Welcome to Becky's Homestead. Okay, we're gonna start over here, which I love this part. And I'm gonna give you a little tour of my chicken coop. It's an old chicken coop. I've had it for a long time and it works perfect. So like, I just try to not touch it. Sometimes I think of redoing it or whatever, but then I'm like, it's working good. I recently added this little door at the end. It's like my little trap door. So in the morning, I can let them out easy. So it's so handy and it's so cute because at night they all just file in, run in their little door. It is 10 by 40 feet long, counting the hen house. I have 8 hens, 1 guinea, and 1 rooster. These are all egg hens. I just keep them to get fresh eggs and I get lots of eggs. Let me give you a little peek inside the hen house. This is where the magic happens. I think it might be occupied, so I'm going to very carefully open the door and look in here. This is the factory. Let me take a little peek. There's a line in there for the nest box. There's one in and there's one waiting. I don't want to disturb them because, you know, they're doing their job in there and that's what they like. And if you scare them, they scream and get off the nest like they're cursing you if you move them. So you can just have a quick little peek. There's one in the box and one in line. The black one, whose name is Sweetie, she's like, could you hurry it up in there? Okay, well anyway, that's the hen house. Next, I'm going to show you my adorable little pig I have. I've had him for years and years and years. Somebody gave him to me and I'm like, oh, he can live here. There's room. There's room on the homestead. Neil, where are you? Come here, baby. This is Neil. He's like, where's breakfast? He's like, I'm hungry. I know, I'm going to go get it for you. He is so friendly. Oops, and so sweet. If you give him a goodie, he just takes it so gentle. Neil is about 10 years old. And he is like the little mascot, aren't you? You're so cute. He's very sweet. Look how, look how huge his teeth are right here. Let me lift up his little lip. Neil, let me show him your tusks. He's like, don't look it, don't touch that. Right there are huge tusks on both sides. That, and they're razor sharp. That's what makes pigs and wild hogs super dangerous and can just tear you wide open. But this is his little pen right here and his little house over there. I built him like a little piggy barn. And if you come closer, you can see I give him nesting material and he literally makes a little nest in there. And it is so piled high. He gets in there at night, you can't even see him. He's like a little hot dog in his hot dog bun. Okay, this is my little garden, which I'm not a very good gardener, but I love to garden nevertheless. And this year what I'm doing is, I do like to let my chickens free range. And when you let your chickens free range, they want to eat your garden and get in your garden. So I have come up with this. Don't step on my little fig tree, please. I have this old trough. I poked holes in it with a crowbar. Filled it up with compost and different stuff, and then I had to put this wire cover over it. So my chickens, my naughty little chickens, don't get in there and tear it up. But it's deep soil, and as you can see, this is all squash and zucchini. No, it's zucchini and butternut squash in here. And as you can see, it's very happy, doing very well. And they're kind of viney, so it'll grow out, or it might grow on this fence, like whatever it wants to do. Over here, I do have a couple sunflowers just because I love sunflowers. And then I have some more different kinds of squash. I do have yellow squash and zucchini growing. And then over here, I have another box, and it's surprising if you make a pretty deep box, you can grow quite a few things in it. I have pumpkins, I have cantaloupe, and I have lemon squash. I love squash, so I have a lot of different kinds of squashes, and they're all doing really well in here too. Pumpkins and the squash. You can see how good they all look. They all look fabulous. Those are potatoes right there. Right here I have my little lemon tree, which I love my little lemon tree. It hasn't done too well though, I must say, the last couple of years, so I've been fertilizing a bit. This is a potato tower, which I'm gonna fill it up and then plant some potatoes in there, just because I have all the hay scraps and stuff from the horses. And then over here I do have a little fig tree, which has been struggling. And then it broke off, but it's coming back again. So I'm like, yay! And then I have my blueberry bush here. This is quite old, and so it's still hanging in there. So I just keep going with it. I love to grow as much food as I can. So I just have my eggs, I grow all my vegetables. When you live on a homestead, it's very seasonal. So you eat different things at different times of the year, which I personally absolutely love seasonal eating. I just think it has interest and variety, and you're always looking forward to the next thing, and it's fabulous. So let me show you over here. These are wild blackberries, which I take care of, and where I see them come up in my yard, I'll just leave them alone. I'll weed them and water them a bit, because when there's some all over my yard, actually little different spots, and so every day I'll just come out and pick like a big handful of blackberries, and that's how I start my day, and it's just so much fun, and I love it. This is a little bee house, a native bee house. So these are all pollinators. There are the honeybees, which were imported into America. But what a lot of people don't realize is there's lots of pollinator bees, not just honeybees. Native bees, which there's so many different kinds of them, are very small. They're very small little bees, but they're still important pollinators, and they don't build a hive. They put their eggs in these little wooden holes, and I can see a lot of them have hatched out this spring. These were all full, and they've hatched out, and they will use it over and over again. So when you have vegetables in a garden and stuff, it's very important to try to encourage the pollinators and to supply them with what they need to thrive. Because when they thrive, the garden thrives. Like, it's all kind of a little ecosystem you try to get going on your homestead. Over here are more blackberry bushes. They're all really coming in heavy over here. So I just don't touch this. They're all the way out to here. All this whole section is probably going to be just loaded with blackberries next year. And in here are my little, let me just give you a good look. I have this wire lid so they don't jump out. Those are my 6 little hens, 2 white leghorns, 2 sexlinks, and then 2 tiny little bantam chickens. Little barred rock and maybe a little, I don't know what the other one is, little Rhode Island red or something. So these are more hens to add to my egg layers over there. They're so cute. They're all fully feathered now. When the little chickens get a little bit bigger, they're going to be transferred over here to the flip coop. And this is a little coop I made myself, which is so handy and so fabulous. I just love this thing and use it all the time. This is Murphy, my awesome, awesome farm cat. He keeps all the mice and squirrels and everything off my wooden cabin and out of the yard. He kills snakes. He's just such a hunter. He is awesome. He's a little temperamental and very lovey-dovey. This is Mario, my little Chihuahua. He's tough as nails, and surprisingly, he's a pretty good little farm dog. He will run into the woods and chase things away and bark at them. And, he's not as capable as a bigger farm dog, but he does keep everything away from here. He does a surprisingly good job for as little as he is. He's very nervous with that camera that close to his face. Could you back up a little? These are my lovey-dovey animals, which are my favorites. This is my fun and my recreation, and I love them both. Both. I love them all so much. The little donkey pulls a cart, and he is so much fun. This little pony is really been just awesome riding little pony. He drives as well. And then I have my mule, which is like my favorite of them all. And he is so much fun to ride. Very brave, very good. They're all, I don't have too many because you know, you don't want to overdo it. But that's a lot of fun right there for me. Last but not least is my little cabin that I built myself, and I'm mortgage free. That is the best part about homesteading, living an independent lifestyle, trying to grow as much of your own food as you can. That's the whole idea. If you want to learn all about chickens and how to take care of them, you can buy my book, Becky's Guide to Raising Backyard Chickens. You can click the link below to check it out. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.